Okay, I'm going to show you the setup for the activity convection and wind. So for this one, you are going to have to do a little bit of prep work in the sense that you're going to want to create some hot water for your classes. So inside you're going to find hot pots. You're also going to find a thermos. So you can warm up the water in the hot pots, put it in the thermos. You should be good to go. You may need to obviously refill depending on the amount of students you have and the amount of cores that you are doing. So what you're going to do is, I just left my hot water in the hot pot since I'm just showing you how to set it up. So for each group of 4, you're going to need 3 of these clear dishes that you see here, okay? 2 of them you're going to fill up to that little line with water. So this one and this one, okay? This third one, you are not going to have any water in it. This is where you're going to put your 2 cups. Each group is going to need 2 cups. And they are styrofoam cups. You're going to label one with a C for cold, one with an H for hot. So to get this set up, the one tray with water, that's just going to set to the side. This empty tray, you're going to put ice cubes with cold water. You want the ice cubes actually protruding a little bit. And then the kids are going to put their H cup there. And the very first thing they're going to do is they're going to measure the temperature of the water in the dishes. They should be at room temperature. Then they're going to measure the water in the cold and write it in their notebook. Once they have it set, now you're gonna come around with your hot water and fill up their hot cup. Now, you are not going to put the hot cup to the brim. You're then going to have them use their thermometers to measure the temperature there. Once they get that set, you're going to take one of the containers with water and set it on top. It's okay if it overflows. It's very important that the cold is physically touching the bottom of this water container. Okay? So, what we're going to do is we're just going to make some observations here at first. Each group of 4 is also going to need some food coloring. There's red food coloring and blue food coloring. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the red food coloring first. Okay? What we do to one, we're going to do to the other tray. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take my dropper and I'm going to put it on the right hand side of the table, of the tray that's on the table, and have the students make some observations about what's happening there. Then I'm going to come to my setup with the cups, and over top of the hot cup I'm going to put some drops of food coloring and watch it for a little bit. Now, I always have students, yes, you can watch it from the top, but have them get to the side and see what's happening there, what's going on, okay? Then what they're going to do is they're going to do the same thing with blue. So they're going to take their blue dropper, and once again, as you read through the teacher instructions, give them time to make observations. Write them down. What are they seeing? What's the difference? Anything like that. Then you're going to take your blue dropper and put it to the left. Okay. Once again, let the students make their observations. What's happening on the table? And now I'm going to put some over top of the cold. Okay. So blue is cold, red is hot. Make your observations from the top, but then get down here to the bottom. What's really cool is what you have created here are convection currents. So when the students are taking a look, they should start to see, and from the top here, it looks really cool because you can see the red is moving towards the cold, and the cold is moving towards the hot, and it's at the bottom, right? So if I look at the side here, I can see the red up top, right? And it's got this whole great circulation going, right? And that's what's really great about the convection currents, is that this visually shows that the heat, when the cold is crawling across to the heat, all of a sudden it'll kick itself up because we know heat rises, and then it comes back over, and as it starts to cool, it'll drop. And that's what's really cool, is that the kids can see that from the side profile. Okay, so then what you do is you want to make sure that you have like a dump bucket or a sink or something close by, because now that we've done it separately, what we're going to do is we will dump these top containers. We'll reset. So resetting means have them dump a little bit of the hot water because we want to make sure we refresh it. It's good for the temperature, the hot water temperature, to be about 130 degrees. So what they'll do is they'll reset, so they'll have clear water here, and have them predict what will happen when they drop the drops at the same time. That one's really cool because it really gives them that visual of the food coloring moving, which is great. Then you can talk about how, yes, this is occurring in water, but this also occurs in air. Okay, so there's an entire wrap-up section of this particular thing, but I wanted to show you the setup and how to do for the convection and wind activity.